My name is Sienna. I have a beautiful face, but my soul is a puzzle. I am a corn artist. I steal money from rich men who have too much of it. My father, the colonel, is my boss. We were on a giant ship. The air smelled like salt and expensive cigars. Our target was Leo. Leo was the son of a billionaire, but he was strange. He didn't care about gold. He cared about snakes. He carried a small bag everywhere. Inside, a rare green snake from the jungle. Sienna, my father whispered. He is worth 50 million. Make him love you. Leo was very handsome. Every girl in the ship wanted him. I walked past Leo. I stuck out my high-heel shoe. He tripped. He fell. His bag opened. The green snake crawled out and went under a chair. "Oh, my snake!" Leo cried. He was panicking. "I am so sorry," I said, looking like a sweet, clumsy lady. "Let me help you." We both crawled on the floor of the fancy dining room. We were under the tables, looking for a snake. Our heads bumped. "Are you okay?" he asked. He looked into my eyes. He didn't see a thief. He saw a dream. For the next week, I played my part. I pretended to be interested in his snakes. I laughed at his jokes. We sat under the stars and talked for hours. Leo told me, "Sienna, you are the first woman who truly understands me. Most girls only want my money. But you are different." But then something happened that I did not plan. I fell in love with him. His honesty was like a light. I felt dirty because of my lies. I started to protect him. When my father tried to win all of Leo's money in a card game, I stopped him. "Leave him alone, father," I said. "He is mine." But Leo had a friend named Muggsy. Muggsy was a smart man. He didn't trust me. He followed me. He found my father's old police records. On the final night, Leo came to my cabin. He wasn't smiling. He held a piece of paper. It was a police photo. It showed me and my father stealing a diamond in London. "Sienna," he said. His voice was like broken glass. "Is this you? Is our love just a trick to get my money?" I looked at the floor. "Yes, Leo, I am a thief, but I love you." "A thief cannot love," he shouted. "My life with you was a lie." He left. I sat in the dark and cried until the sun came up. But I was furious. I was a professional, and Leo had dumped me like trash. I wanted revenge. "If he doesn't want the real Sienna," I told my father, "I will give him a dream he can't escape." 6 months later, I re-entered Leo's life. But I wasn't Sienna anymore. I was Lady Bella. I wore expensive silk dresses. I spoke with a posh English accent. I pretended to be a rich woman from London. We met again at a big party at his father's house. When Leo saw me, he dropped his glass of wine. He tripped over his own feet. He was confused. Wine went everywhere. On his suit, on the floor, on his father's shoes. "Sienna?" he gasped. "Sienna? Who is that? Is she a maid?" I asked, laughing. "I am Bella." Leo was confused. He was dizzy. He followed me into the kitchen. The party was huge, and the cooks were angry. Leo trapped me in the kitchen. I know it's you, he shouted. He grabbed a tray of appetizers to stay busy because he was nervous. Don't touch me, you strange man, I shouted. Suddenly, a giant pot of soup began to boil over. Leo tried to stop it, but he slipped on some spilled oil. He grabbed my arm and we both fell into a pile of flour. We were covered in white flour. We looked ridiculous. You look just like her, Leo whispered. You smell like her. You breathe like her. It is a coincidence, I screamed. I grabbed a handful of flour and threw it at him. He laughed. He actually laughed. You are just as crazy as she was. I want to marry you, Bella. I was shocked. He wanted to marry the lie because he couldn't have the truth? I said yes. We got married in a week. It was a messy wedding. I almost lost my fake English accent 3 times. On the train to our honeymoon, Leo was so happy. He was glowing. Bella, you are an angel. You are so pure, not like that girl Sienna. My heart felt heavy. I wanted to hurt him because he hated the real me. Leo, I said, I have a secret. I have had many, many lovers. I must confess my past to you. It's okay, he said. I love you. Then I started to tell him stories. I made up names of many old boyfriends. I told him I had been in love 20 times. I told him about the captain, the artist, and the soldier. He couldn't believe it. Every name I said was like a knife in his heart. He was shaking with jealousy. Stop it! Stop it! He screamed. The train was moving fast. He couldn't take the mental pain. He opened the door of the moving train and jumped into the bushes. I had my revenge, but I wasn't happy. I felt terrible. My revenge tasted like salt. I realized that I still loved him. My father told me, Sienna, ask for a divorce. Take his money. We can be rich forever. But I called Leo father. I don't want a penny, I said. I only want to see Leo one last time. I want him to tell me it is over in person. Leo refused to see me. He was too hurt. He decided to go on another long trip on a ship to escape his feelings. I knew which ship he was taking. I booked a cabin for me and my father. On the first day of the voyage, I saw Leo walking on the deck. He looked sad. He looked lonely. I walked toward him. I stuck out my foot. Leo tripped and fell right at my feet, exactly like the first time. He fell. He looked up. He saw my face. Sienna, he cried. He didn't care about the thieves or the lovers or the lies. He just grabbed me and kissed me while the wind blew our hair. We ran to my cabin and locked the door. I love you, Sienna, he whispered. Then he looked scared. But I am a bad man. I am a married man. I am married to Lady Bella. I have no right to be here with you. I smiled. I touched his face. So am I, darling, I whispered. So am I.